All right, you guys, let's not dilly-dally. Let's get straight to the UFO report that the government released today. Highly anticipated for so many, including myself, I'm sure many of you. And after reading the whole whopping 9 pages of it, I have to say I'm very underwhelmed, and I'm sure many of you are as well. But let's not forget that this is the first time the government seems to be taking this, I don't know, seriously. I mean, the fact that the intelligence community produced this report on unidentified aerial phenomenon is extraordinary. It's something that Dr. Matthew Chidagas has been outspoken about for quite some time now. He is a physics professor at the University of Albany, and I reached out to him after seeing him in a YouTube video discussion that I found very interesting, and I wanted to talk to him myself about what he thinks about UFOs and why we should all have a vested interest in finding out what the truth is.
If there's even the tiniest fraction of a chance that there exists non-human intelligence, that is such an important discovery that it's worth it. Curiosity aside, could be the most important discovery in human history.
So let's get into just a couple details from that report. Of the 144 sightings, the government can only really explain one of them. That was a big, giant, deflated balloon, but 143 of them cannot be explained. So they've been put into one of 5 different categories. Things like airborne clutter, that would be like birds or weather balloons, natural atmospheric phenomena, US government or industry developmental programs, foreign adversary systems, and a super descriptive other. Now, interestingly enough, much of the report keeps going back to blaming insufficient data.
I look at this as it's a tautology. It's an oxymoron. It's circular. Many scientists say there isn't good data that proves this is worth studying. Why? Because you're not allowed to study it. You see, that's a circle. It's a closed loop. And so it's nonsense because there's no good data. Why is there no good data? Because it's nonsense. You're not allowed to study it. Round and round the circle. Round and round the circle goes.
Now, the report does conclude that these objects pose a safety of flight issue and could challenge U.S. national security. The Department of Defense established this UAP task force back in August to study these mysterious objects. According to the report, there were 18 incidents where UAPs had unusual movement patterns or flight characteristics like propulsion or other technology that wasn't evident and that could be advanced, and 11 of the incidents reported were actually near misses with military planes. And the report noted that there's a limited amount of anecdotal data as opposed to scientific data, and there are some inconsistencies in reporting because we don't have a standardized system to evaluate UFOs.
And the way to fix this is to have official funding mechanisms that allow real scientists to study this so that they actually are paid to do it. And don't get me wrong, I don't care about money. I make enough in my academic year salary as a professor. I care about the truth getting out there, but the truth will never get out there if I can't pay for equipment to study this, if I can't pay for students, for undergraduate and graduate students to collect and analyze data because they're scared. The students be like, I don't want to work on this in my free time. It'll ruin my career. And so that's how we're going to get past it, is official funding mechanisms where scientists like me can apply to get money the same way I apply to get money to study dark matter.
So according to the Office of the Director of National Intelligence and the Pentagon, there are efforts underway to create a new way of collecting and standardizing data about UFOs, and they expect to have an update on that progress within the next 90 days. But I want to know from you guys, do you care about this? Is this something that you're interested in? Are you happy that it's finally being taken seriously? And do you think that we all should know more about it now that we're finally talking about it for real and not just dismissing it? You know, is this something that you would like to see more information come out about, more research, maybe even more money thrown at this issue to actually get this data that is insufficient right now, right? Hire people to study this and make some progress. What do you guys think? I love hearing what you think, and I figured, you know, this is a little bit off topic, but maybe not so much. I mean, we're all human, right? We all want to know if we're the only ones out here. So really want to hear from you. I just found my talk with Matthew to be very, very interesting, and I hope to talk to him again in the future actually, but wanted to get this on here so I can hear from you guys ASAP. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.